Hello guys, welcome back to our new episode. Today I'm going to show you the simple wet on wet technique, drawing on the landscape, a simple landscape with a bit of grassland, a very bright sky, and one small country road. So first of all, you need to apply a thin layer of water on the surface of the watercolor paper, and of course you need to use the masking tape to mask the area that you want to paint so that the water won't spread to other places of the paper. And after that, you need to use your round headed brush. I think it's around 8 to 9, size 8 to 9, and then use the cerulean blue color to represent the sky color, and then make sure you let imply on certain area looks like a cloud shape. You just paint on the area which is represent the sky, okay, the clear blue sky. So you just draw out the shape and then leave the shape of the white area looks like a cloud shape, and then let the other excess watercolor to spread nicely on the draw surface. Okay, so you can see the white area I didn't paint anything, to leave it, and then try to maintain the shape of the cloud. And then tilt your watercolor paper to let the water spread to other places to create a very nice transitions of the sky. The water part is playing a very crucial role, and then after that you can add a bit of a darker tone, the darker blue tone. You can use either ultramarine or use the mineral violet, is the purple color, to create the depth in the sky. So I can just put on the slightly on the corner and also some of the part of the sky blue, and then let the purple color to spread to other blue area. And then tilt the paper again to let the water to flow and create a very nice transitions from the lighter blue to the purple color. And while it's still wet, you can use your clean brush to slightly paint and brush over the color so that it has a better transition. So this is a very fun way to explore and also to experience how the water works in the watercolor painting. So everything is about how you control and manage the water flow to create a very nice transition of colors. So as you can see, there's a lot of excess water. I try to let it pour out, leak out of the paper. Okay, if you find it too much water is applied on the paper, you can always let it flow outside of the paper and then use a clean dry cloth to wipe off the excess water, so that the water won't flow back into the watercolor paper. So now you can see the transition is very nice, but it is still not the final. So you leave it there to sit well, and then you can use the hairdryer to hairdry it to dry out all the water, but you don't use the strong wind. You use like the low wind, the low setting for the hairdryer to gently warm up and dry up the rest of the color. So now you see the color is slowly drying up, and you can see the transition of the sky color is very nice. So after you dry up it, you need to double check whether it's totally dry. Use your finger to feel it whether the surface is totally dry before you apply another area. Okay, right now you can apply the grassland, okay, but you use the clean water to create the area for the grass, so the water will be only the part that we will spread, and then you can use the yellow green as a base of the grass. And then after that, you can apply a dark green on the middle and the bottom area. You can either use the sap green or the viridian green. And then if you want to make it a darker green, you can add a bit of cobalt blue with the green color. It will become a darker green. After that, tilt the watercolor paper and then let the green color slowly blend, the darker green blend with the lighter green. So the lighter green, you use the yellow green, and then for the darker green, you can use the sap green. And even the darkest one, you can use the viridian, or you can mix with blue color, the cobalt blue or ultramarine with the green color. It will create a darker green. Depends on the ratio of mixtures. So you can see the transition from the lighter green to the darker green, very nice. Then the second step will be using the hairdryer to dry out. So this requires a bit of practice to learn how to control the water flow, how much color you can apply, and then while you apply on it, try not to put too much water, but if you are too few water also can't, because if you put too less water, the color can't mix together. So you need to learn how to control the water flow, let the color flow inside the water to create a very nice mix and also the nice transition from the light tone to the darker tone. And after this part is finished, clean up your brush and apply another layer of water to the right part of the grassland, a small little hill. Okay, this time you can add a slightly darker green, but still the first layer is using the light green, using the yellow green. In the watercolor, you use the yellow green as a base, or you can use the lemon yellow as a base, and after that apply a layer of sap green, or you can use olive green, up to you. Sap green on the medium tone, and then using the darker green, you can use the viridian or slightly adding the blue color. So it's like the shadow of the grass on the bottom area. And then use the sharp tip of the brush, slightly draw, make it a very nice, clean bottom area for the grass. And then I want to make the darker tone slightly higher because I want to create a shadow zone for the grassland. So the left part of the grass is exposed to the light, and then but the right part of the grass is slightly covered by the hue, create a shadow on the grass, on the bottom part of the grass. So you can slightly add it darker. Okay, after you have done drawing it, you can use the hairdryer to hairdry again. And then the random transition of the color creates a very nice brush effects. Even though it is very blur and very smooth, right? But it creates a very nice transitions of the lighter green to the darker green. So if you are not confident to apply, straight away apply on the watercolor paper that you are drawing, you can always test on a smaller piece of the watercolor paper to test out how it goes. Okay, make sure you use your finger to check it whether it is totally dry. So this whole process I didn't do any editing. You can see this is all the flow that I'm doing. Now lastly is the road. So I will use the burnt umber or the yellow ochre to do the base tone for the road, the muddy road. After you applied it, you can use slightly a darker color, maybe a burnt umber, to create the darker tone for the road. So we make it looks like a country road without any tar road. And finally, and then you hair dry it. So now you can see it is done. So this is the very nice simple wet on wet technique. You can do yourself a simple practice on how to control the water before you learn the advanced techniques. So now it's your turn to do your own practice. See you, bye bye.